Smiley face emoji may not be age appropriate, but I will be an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Plus I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed, yeah, it's just like y'all have been, like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my nogginin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, chicken out again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh. The whole world, cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul, quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, why? But you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you. My own kids, they're brass. They can off, them and you off. You too, Paul, got two biggest root paws. You saw, ain't what you saw, cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping, see the kidnapping, never did happen, like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini, I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. I steam, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. It's that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my life soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, and she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up. Ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Shooting star, all over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO. came in the nothing but some raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting to just do it. Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Totoro, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm on a trip. Blink of my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Returning from the 18-yard line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. They're throwing it. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And it'll be Jets football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Airing it out to start this drive. Taken in by Noah Fant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing from the gun here. Chased out to his right. On the run right. He's got it deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York. The Jets don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. He'll take this at the 10. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Play action on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now off play action. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he's gonna be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Offense up to the line fast. QB sneak coming. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal. They're headed up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers get it down to a single point. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. The Chargers' kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
He's going to throw this one. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go now.
They're going for this. He's going to push one deep down the right. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, New York! The Jets break the tie here in the first. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. They're going play action. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 41. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
16 by 6, Panther 11,
He's dropping back to throw. Nabs along that sideline, Samuel. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New York. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has it at the 11. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. They're down to their final one in this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going deep this time. Big gain downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Throwing here on 2nd and a handful. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, set.
Another carry for him. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
60 Eagles. Ready.
Moore's got it. Still has some space inside the 35. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a second quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line. They give it to him again. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Call it no gain that time, so now they face a 4th and 4.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. And it's the Jets taking over on offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go. Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking for a throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down. He looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Pass play on 1st and 10. He's on the move. On the run. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. First down from the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Dukes out a one-stop. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He's still going at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. But they'll take that every single time.
Throwing from the gun. On the move, headed right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
The Jets take their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing it again here. Chased out to his right, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Got to figure out this third down here. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Complete out to the right side. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st down, they'll run. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They've got a man in motion. Play action on 1st down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd and long. Now looking to throw. Finds Woods. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Could make the connection. Was looking for Lad McConkey. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
They go play action here. He beams one deep right up. This is caught inside the 15. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. From the red zone now. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers start the second half with some needed points. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights, and the Chargers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10 now. That's taken in by Samuel. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on first down. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, set. Go.
From the 31. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Alert. Ready. Street.
handoff up the gut. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They go play action on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Straight ahead, it's Wilson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Let's go.
Back to throw it. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Right up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Blown back, it's the handoff. That play made by their rookie from Michigan State.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Takes the handoff, now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Cut near the goal line. And that's a New York touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2. He's throwing for it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Chargers have some new life in the 4th. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Returning it from the 16. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Pass play coming here. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Reload! Reload! Go, Reed! Go!
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Give now to the running back. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back-to-back carries here. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Jets go up by 12 in the fourth. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Jets lining up for another 2-point attempt.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Back to throw now. Put the body on the line for his team. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
This taken from the 12.
Recovered by the receiving team.
They've got first down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Again the throw now on 2nd and 10. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to stop the clock at will. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Pass play now. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Connects on the crosser. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He'll throw it yet again. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within one score in the fourth. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. His third through the air this game. Crucial moment of the game here as the Chargers try for two.
The Chargers will line up for the
Throwing now from the gun. And he has it in the end zone for two, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for two.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a two-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get two.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets up by 6. Second down now, 7 to go.
18, Pioneer. Let's go. Go.
He'll throw it. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Connects with feint. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Gotta hurry this to the line. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Buys time, rolling right. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you could run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking to the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 8. Forced out to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. That's more on the quick slant. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
And that is the definition of an impact play from the defense. Everything been going poorly for them, right? They're poised to surrender some big yardage, but one big hit changed all of it and creates a big play on their...
So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They go play action on first. Rolling out to his left. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the win goes to the Jets. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.